What is going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and welcome back to some more epic Halo 5 Guardians Multiplayer action. Today we have a super sweet round of Warzone March on Stormbreak. We're going snowside for this one, and it is a whole lot of fun. If you're enjoying the Halo 5 content and want more of it, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know what you'd like to see more of in the comments below. Warzone Arena Rec Pack openings. I've also got the campaign nearing completion over on the walkthrough side of things, but right now let's dive into Warzone, my favorite mode. This is gonna be a good show.
Initiating Warzone simulation. Hold bases, take down bosses, and eliminate enemy Spartans to earn points. Prometheans have broken through our defenses and our base is in lockdown. Eliminate them to secure our home base. Let's support those Marines, Spartan.
For me, this mode is so freaking fantastic. It's like that beautiful girl you see, and you know she's just right for you. It's love at first sight. That's how Warzone and me, that's how we first met. And it's just gotten better and better since. The more I learn about the mode, the more rec packs I open, the more versatile my arsenal becomes, the more comfortable I feel with the flexibility of the strategies and of the mechanics. It's just like, I really feel like they have done a wonderful job of kind of reinvigorating the FPS multiplayer scene with a mode that smushes so many different concepts together in a beautiful and very highly produced and near perfect way. I just can't get enough. This is an extra cool round because we are playing with a bunch of YouTubers, kind of trying to form an epic crew here. Unintentionally, we were all playing at the same time, which is pretty cool. I think Louis Calibers in this round, Dythy, H2O Delirious, and I will be chasing them up the leaderboard the whole way through. But it's like a YouTuber team up as we team up against the Prometheans. You have to cash out all of the NPC enemies from a base before you're able to cash in and grab hold of it. If you don't know what Warzone is, it's basically a big battlefield mode, 12 on 12, where you're looking, I think it's 12 on 12, 3, 6, 9, yeah, 12, yeah, 12 on 12, where you're looking to get 1,000 points, and you acquire those points based on capturing bases, killing Spartans, and taking down NPC bosses, as well as going after the opponent's core, which I think just brings the whole round to a halt and grants you the win. So there's a whole lot of ways for you to be productive, a whole lot of ways for you to put points on the board, and a heck of a lot of ways to have fun. You'll be spending rec points, which is your team leveling up based on how well they do, and then you spend those rec points on vehicles, on weapons, on boosts, and you up how many vehicles, weapons, and boosts you have at your disposal based on rec packs. And those are the things you see people buying and opening with in-game currency, or now they've opened up the real money store, which I have no problem with it because it is totally possible to get every pack both ways. That was a nice double kill to start things off. And we are going to up the ante with a ghost right from the get-go. I really like the vehicles in this game. Normally, I'm not a big fan of vehicles in multiplayer modes, but here they just seem so super perfect. If you've seen me play Warzone Assault in part 2 of my multiplayer series, you'll kind of have the gist of this mode, but that is on such a much smaller scale. Here, the entire battlefield is opened up. We've got a whole lot of space to work with, a whole lot of options for fun and for freaking domination. And the first way we'll start doing that is by smushing dudes with the ghost. It's always a fun way to crush everybody, including your teammates. I'm so sorry I accidentally ran into that guy. You can't kill. There is friendly fire for vehicles and explosions, so you got to be careful. Grabbing a couple kills here with the ghost. That guy kindly jumps out of the way. The ghost costs 3 points. I feel like 5 is the sweet spot where a whole bunch of super sexy weaponry opens up, and even there's variety within the different vehicles and weapons. So there's different levels of ghosts that are stronger, maybe better armor, better attack. There's different levels of weapons. There's some like legendary sniper rifles and rocket launchers that do have totally different stats, and like you'll get to see some of those later on in my series. Hopefully I'll get some like legendaries and stuff in my pack openings. But you'll see we are chasing Louis Caliber at the top of the leaderboard. He was crushing it in this round. I'll swap out the battle rifle. Once you get to 3 recs, then the battle rifle and the SMG are simple swips. They're simple swaps for your dual loadout there. So we'll go battle rifle and AR, rocking and rolling through the pretty snow. There is an abbreviated, abridged version of Warzone, which I mentioned, Warzone Assault, on this map as well, but it only takes place in that central fortress where you saw me working my ghost magic. That was not so much magic. I tried to take on that elite and grab 25 for the team, and I got a little too greedy. There are these random dice roll weapons and vehicles, so you're able to go through and use like a dice roll to get a random weapon and then just see what it is. And you can hopefully get something that ends up being a steal where it costs more than you bargained for, which is what happened to us here, I believe. So sitting pretty with some super good weapons and a teammate in tow. We'll head back to the main fortress. So in Warzone Assault on this map, this is all that you've really got, is this central arena, and the whole objective is just to defend or attack, and then you'll move to one of the other bases. But here, everything's opened up, and I freaking love it. There's a guy hiding in the corner. Can we get him? No, we can't. We'll take the assist as those guys kill each other, and this guy's gunning for my head. I start off a little slow here. At this point in the game, I was still getting adjusted to the sticks, and I finally swapped out. I actually went back to the small sticks on my Xbox Elite controller. I feel like I just have the absolute most control with those. As much as I want to use the bigger sticks, I think they look cool and feel cooler. I ended up just going with the paddles and the regular sticks. What works for me right now? Ugh, I've been playing Halo a lot, and I didn't expect that. Like, I'm not a super Halo fan. I have played all 6 mainline games, 1, 2, 3, 4, Reach, and ODST. I've played all the campaigns, and I can tell you that, like, for me, Halo 5, hands down, is my favorite. There's something about the composition of modes, arena, with Breakout, Slayer, SWAT, all that stuff, Warzone, the wicked way that it weaves a whole bunch of, you know, Titanfall, Call of Duty, Halo, MOBA stuff into one. It's just super sexy and super fun. Get some damage there. Let's see if we can grab a kill, please. I'm just like racking up assists left and right, but it's time for me to put the pedal to the metal and finish the fight, at least on a few guys. We'll take our BR and our assault rifle over to this guy, say hello to him, grenades in, and another assist! My goodness gracious. I'm just like the right-hand man of every freaking person on the battlefield. But like I said, we will pick up steam as the round advances. You can unlock a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Vehicle-wise, you see Ghost right now, but later on in the match, we'll get tanks. We'll get the walkers, like the Metal Gear things. I'm so sorry for the yawn. Seriously, been trying to pump out as many videos as I can lately, and sacrificing sleep, which is okay because it's been good. A distraction. I love the little tongue sticking out metal. I want to go get some bosses. I'm dealing some damage to this guy over here. He's from afar, and this map, even more than the other Warzone maps I played, has so many good lines of sight that you can really be devastating from any distance, depending on your loadout. And I like that you can kind of customize the experience to what works for you, to where you can be successful. What kind of guns do you like? Are you more of a vehicle guy? You want to just take down these NPC bosses? Because that's super important. You cannot neglect the fact that these guys give you points. Those, you know, smaller bosses give you 25 VPs, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is when your team needs that extra oomph at the end of a round. And then there are some bosses that go as high as 200. Bigger, stronger bosses. There will be bosses flying through the skies. This mode at first is a little confusing. You might be like, I don't know what's going on. I'm totally confused. I don't really understand. But I promise you, if you give it a chance, there we go. Starting to put together a little bit of a streak here. If you give it a chance and just like take a deep breath, it's really not that confusing. And I can just give you the bullet points again. 2 teams, 12 players. First to 1,000 points, you capture bases to increase your score. When you hold all 3 bases, the core is vulnerable. You can go in for the quick kill. You can also get ran over by giant wraiths if you want. You get points for killing NPC bosses. New ones will drop in throughout the round. You've got all these different items that you can bring into battle as you see fit to work some magic. And it looks like we are going to get a giant tank. I believe this is called a Scorpion. And now we will slowly move through the battlefield. And I learned my lesson the hard way with some of these vehicles early on, that you want to protect them and be careful. I might have mentioned this in an earlier video, but it really is the truth. First of all, the driving thing. It's different in Halo than most games. But luckily we got the hang of it now, and we will head up the hill. Slowly. Ever so slowly. But when we get there, guys and girls, it will be a good day. I wish this was an enemy, because I could have easily shot that Wraith or shot that dude. I'm going to try to bring the tank into the enemy's home base here, because the core is vulnerable, so why not just attack them aggressively. I'm just going to start firing some missile commands into their base and see if we can grab some damage, or at least some kills. There we go, there's one. Come in here and say hello to that guy. We're at level 6 Rex, so now we got a lot of stuff at our disposal. That blew up a whole lot faster than I intended. You saw that my armor was pretty high, but nonetheless, I'm climbing that leaderboard, still chasing Louis Caliber and his godlike powers. I played him once in Mortal Kombat, and he said he never played the game. Lies! He crushed me so fast, it wasn't even funny. I thought I was okay at MKX until I played him. So this is Captain Wamik. He's worth 150. Maybe that's the highest of the bosses. I thought they were 200, but maybe 150 is the highest. But he's flying through the sky, and I can still do damage with my BR on him. And we're working together. A couple other people are firing at him, I believe. And so we'll try and take him out because that is a 350 points. And as you see, like, that means a lot. Sure, you can go kill Spartans. Sure, you can capture bases. But the fastest way to, like, really elevate that thermometer that heats up your team and makes you feel like you are on fire is by getting those NPC boss kills. We've got dudes coming in from every which way. I'm grabbing another assist because that's what I do best. I think it's such a nice change of pace to go, though, from Arena to Warzone. Like, more of the quick engagement-style matches of Arena that you're used to with Halo, and then these bigger scope, more epic battles. Like, I've never liked Battlefield the game very much in multiplayer, but I really like the large-scale warfare on display here in Halo 5 and Warzone. Let's get a smash of that guy. That's a double. This guy's hanging through the air. We get a triple. Almost got a quad here, but instead, the NPC boss, I think it's an elite, takes him out. And we are in bad shape. You think like one elite and a couple soldiers and grunts could be, you know, a cakewalk. It is not. I got a random ultra-rare vehicle here. Do I want to do it? Do I want to dump it? Because remember, these are based on rec packs. And I'm waiting for my sixth rec point to refill. You'll see the green, what is that, a hexagon refilling at the top. And as soon as it does, I'm dumping in an ultra-rare rec card, and it rewards me with a Mega Mantis. This thing looks straight out of Metal Gear, doesn't it? But it is so freaking powerful if used right. I'm not sure if this is a match where I use it right, but it's got chargeable rockets, and then a deadly machine gun, plus a stomp. You'll remember this. It first shows up in campaign in Mission 8, the Swords of St. Helios, which is a freaking fun mission. I cannot believe how good the campaign is. But we'll take out some blue troops here. I feel like I'm always red. Always. I can't remember one time being blue. There's some NPCs up top, because they do end up protecting your base. Once you capture a base, you'll get some like NPC weak sauce soldiers that will kind of just stand in for Spartans when no one's there. An assist again, like seriously. Is that like my middle name or what? How do I manage assist every time? This is where I got dumb, and I decided I was going to go put the Mantis right here and get him stuck, and then like look inside this room. You can't fit inside the room, so I'm really like not in a good place, and then they grenade stick me and say goodbye to my ultra rare vehicle. And that's why you got to be a little cautious when using those things, or just be really good with them, because you won't stumble across those ultra rare rec cards very often. If you buy the gold packs, because there's bronze, silver, and gold packs of rec packs, and then you'll also get packs for commendations, meaning like doing really well in a match, and then you'll get them for leveling up. So there's kind of like 5 different packs I've seen. Plus there's a promo pack for you know, having the game early and stuff. I don't know, so I guess like 6. Also the collector's edition pack, so I guess 7. The core is vulnerable, so while they go to work on that, and that's where everyone's focus is, I'm going to try and see if I can finally grab a boss. No. Killed so quick, I just disappeared. I really want to get to the top of the leaderboard. That's my goal. And in Warzone, like, it's not about KDR, really, I feel. It's about contribution. And so as long as you're contributing victory points, it's okay if you die. I don't feel, like, super attached to getting, like, a super stellar, 20-1 type round in Warzone, because it's a lot more just about how many points can you bring to your team. We're at level 7, which is super good. And I think with this Needler here, we should be able to grab 25 points there. So that's another 25 for us. That's 50 points just from NPC bosses that we have contributed. I would love to carry this cannon. It just makes me so super slow. Anyways, back to the rec packs. In the rare packs, I think you're guaranteed at least 2 rares, and typically you'll end up getting an ultra rare. Now that ultra rare could be a helmet, it could be a visor, it could be a weapon, it could be a new modified weapon, it could be one of these like dice roll things for a better, stronger vehicle or weapon. I am so sorry, by the way. I am not yawning because I'm bored in any way. This has seriously been my favorite thing in a long time. It's going to be such a tight race between the shooters this season. I think they're all going to review really well. Halo 5 is near perfect in my mind as we try and take down a ghost that took us down before we could. I've got 3 points here. I'm sure there's also strategy to when you drop in with nothing, so you can save up, and then when you use 7 or when you use 3 and 3, because you can use more than one at once. If you want to fill out, you have 2 obviously weapon slots, and you could put like 4 points into 1, 3 another, 5, and 7 in a regular, something like that, but you can split the points around if you want. We go to Ghost War here. Me and this guy ghosting it up. I don't know who beats who first, but he... Gosh darn it! I am working to get better, and I think that'll be fun to see as well. As I progress through these Warzone rounds, you'll notice that I do improve and improve and improve. From playing campaign, from playing more Warzone, from getting a hang of it, and just also, like, keep in mind that playing pre-release, it was all pro players, reviewers, and, like, YouTube, like, big guns. So that's another reason why it's like, man, like, it was tough to do this. I'm excited to, like, dive in on launch night and see what my scores can be like then, because I feel like it'll just be a heck of a lot easier. We still managed to grab a couple kills where we can and climb that leaderboard like a toucan. I'm just sitting below Louis Caliber still. He, like, owns my soul in this round. Even though we're on the same team, I wanted to pass him more than anything. They've dropped in some hunters down here. Still worth 25 VPs. But again, this is a 50-point opportunity for our team, and as we creep closer to 1,000, we're at 913. If we can't get the core, I mean, we can kill Spartans if we want to slowly increase, or just from our natural gain for having all 3 bases, but it would make more sense to go after some of these bosses, and that's what I really like. In games like Titanfall, the NPC characters were just total pushovers. In Halo 5 Warzone, like, they are tough. They are big, bad enemies from the campaign that will kill you, and they don't feel like they're on normal difficulty. They feel like they're on heroic difficulty, or maybe even higher. Some of those elites, as you saw early in the match, like, they don't mess around. They are not pulling punches. They are not playing it safe. They go for your head, just like that hunter from down there. It is going to ensure that you are DEAD dead. Still doesn't help it from being super fun. This is a Ghost Ultra. That's what I was telling you about earlier, how some of the weapons, some of the vehicles have, like, modifiers, and they will be a lot better. I ended up not going with the Ghost Ultra, instead throwing an overshield on me, because that's something you can do as well. These boosts were not in, like, the Gamescom and E3 versions of the game that I played, but they were here, and thank goodness, because it adds a whole lot of flair. Like, the speed boost is great in Warzone Assault. That was a nice headshot. A perfect kill, as they say. And then, like, I think the overshield and active camo are cool in Warzone, the main mode. Can we grab this guy? We cannot, but we do grab the victory. It was a obliteration, 1,000 to 334. As the Pelicans pan the area, and as we pass on to the next round, you'll see that I did get 2 boss takedowns. I did get a whole lot of progress points. I did get a requisition free pack, and I did finish number 2 on the leaderboard, which is pretty darn cool. 2 boss takedowns. It looks like 14 Spartan kills, I believe, a whole bunch of assists. And we'll go open up that rec pack just for extra fun. It was a promotion award for leveling up. And see, here you'll just get some commons from these. Obviously, they want you to buy with either coin or real money. The gold pack, which is 10,000, or even the silver pack, which I believe is 5. You can even throw in these boosters to add to your score at the end of a round of Warzone or Arena. All in all, like, I just feel like they have put together the most pristine package possible. I love it so much. I cannot wait to play with all of you and the greater Halo populace tonight and beyond. Like I said, if you want to see any specific round or anything, let me know. It was super fun to play with other YouTubers, even if I didn't get to talk to them. Just like knowing the people in the round is always fun, as I'm sure you guys know when you hop in with somebody that you recognize. Like, it's just a super cool time. I was playing Arena against Jericho the other day, and then this round with these guys, and I'm sure I'll see some of you and some of them as this thing goes widespread later tonight. Until that time, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Fantastic day. Hope you're enjoying Halo. If you have it already, if you're waiting to get it or trying to decide, dive in. It's freaking fantastic. And if not, then, man, I'll keep that content coming and keep you entertained for the rest of the year. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic freaking day. I'll be back. I think I'm going to do a rec opening video next, but we'll see. I'm going to do definitely more Warzone. It's me and Gabe's favorite mode, so we've been playing a heck of a lot of it. Until next time, though, guys and girls, thanks so much for watching. Drink so much salt. We will see you all later.